This is a dog.
I'm trying to count down again just to try to confuse you. But welcome to the podcast.
We're here.
We are here.
Are we live? I'm not sure.
Yeah. We're not live, but
you didn't
we're
do
recording.
you didn't do like any symbol or anything.
Is it the snap of the
action?
Action. Yeah. You need to do something like that. Is that right?
I don't know.
But it's a work in progress as always. The start of the episode is always a work in progress.
I don't understand why, because it appears in every episode.
What do you mean?
The start.
Well, yeah.
If there's one segment that we've done every time we've done a podcast,
practice makes perfect.
It's the start.
Yeah, that's fine. Episode 11, guys. We're at episode 11. Can you believe it?
I dispute that. I thought last week.
You spewed what?
I dispute.
Oh, you dispute that?
Dispute. Yeah, I thought last week was 11.
Yeah, it was 10.
Yeah, well, you're telling me that now.
Yeah, well, if you kept up on what we uploaded, you can count on your fingers, that's
where I got confused, because 11.
You ran out of
I ran out of fingers.
Take off your feet.
I had to take off my feet.
Count on your toes.
Yes.
Yeah, and people get upset when you take your shoes off because it smells a bit funny.
Sure.
Well, we got lots to talk about today. So let's move on from that before I get some rousing at.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, we've got a few things to talk about. We said last week that we'd talk about Cut the Mustard. So you're going to tell us about that later. It is my birthday month.
It's September.
Woo! It's actually my birthday week. So we're going to call another couple of places and see, or probably just one place, and find out how long we've got anyway, and see what they can give us for my birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fun,
It continues. Is it like your birthday scavenger hunt to try and see what you can get?
I guess so.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe just for a laugh, truthfully.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be great if you accumulated a whole bunch of stuff that you didn't have otherwise?
Just because I called and said it's my birthday.
Yeah.
It's special.
I've got a few things I'd like to just run past people for things I've been working on for your birthday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so we'll chat about that.
That's in birthday month.
Yeah.
Time. Cool. And I also said something about doing Introverts Interact.
Yeah,
a new little
I've been
segment.
looking forward to it all week.
Yeah, so I'll tell you about that in a sec.
Okay, great. I can't wait for it.
Nice. So how do we go on Instagram? Yeah. I ask every time.
I've been so slack. Yeah.
You've been a chipmunk in winter.
A chipmunk's bunkmate in winter.
Yeah, no, they have been a chipmunk's bunkmate.
Oh, yeah. I've been the chipmunk. Yeah, that's
Having
true.
a big nap. Doing nothing.
I've been hibernating.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out I don't think I put anything up. We went and saw. I put one thing up.
Okay, yeah.
We went to see The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Shang-Chi and the Legend
Lord of the Rings.
10 Rings. And Liz
He's a Lord of Rings.
Yep.
The analogy sticks. We can chat about that. It very much connects. Lord of the Rings.
Very different. It's actually a really good movie.
It is a really good movie.
If you guys would like to watch it, it's
a little bit different to the original.
Kung Fu's definitely a lot different.
To the original Lord of the Rings.
Like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. It's
I'm thinking the comics and you're like, how do you know the comics?
It has the outside nature feel. He has a sidekick like Samwise. There's evil creatures. So I think there's a lot of things that kind of connect it together.
Yeah. Anyway, I took over Instagram at the end of the week to just to update everyone on Jerry, and Jerry's going strong.
I've got some concerns.
Jerry's my mustache. For those that are first hearing about Jerry.
Yeah, we need to chat.
Yeah. What about?
About Jerry.
What about Jerry?
So what was the deal with Jerry? Let's just refresh everyone. How long was Jerry staying around for?
Okay, so the original challenge was I'll keep the mustache. I did it for a joke for starters, just to be
it was funny.
This is great. Woo.
Yeah, I'll wear it to work one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll wear it until someone reacts to it.
Because the first day, no one said anything. And you were like, all right, I'm going to keep it now until someone says something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gone past the part of being a joke. Now, I also stumbled across something when you were streaming last Friday night, and I think the words were verbatim. Right, Liz isn't here, but I've been wearing a mask
Yeah.
the whole time.
Well, I have to. It's government rules. I have to wear a mask.
So when was anybody going to see your mustache?
Well, that's the point, though, isn't it?
No, it's not the point. The point is the joke is over. Jerry needs to leave. His time is up. His time is up.
Jerry's having such a good time.
That's great for Jerry. I'm not having a great time. Your face is prickly. It's itchy. It's gross. I don't like it.
I feel like Jerry's like a living being now. Like on the Twitch stream, we had someone saying, "Welcome to life, Jerry," and all that kind of stuff. And we love you, Jerry.
Do you know the good thing about living things?
What's that?
They can die.
That is deep.
It is in this
so
case.
deep. Yeah.
In this case, I know how to kill Jerry.
Yeah. How do you kill Jerry?
You have a shaver in the bathroom. I can do it. If you're thinking it's too much for you and you're too attached, I will do it for you.
All right. Maybe.
With no hesitation.
Maybe I need to come clean about a few things.
Yeah, I would like this. What's actually been happening?
Okay, first of all, I had a feeling you were still around on the Twitch stream, so I put it out there that I've been wearing a mask the whole time.
And?
So another thing that was said on the Twitch stream from Mean Mother is she didn't like the mustache either. I feel like it's changing me, you know what I mean?
What do you mean it's changing
like
you?
Jerry being a part of me, it's like he's fusing to me and my personality, and he's changing me. And this
do you
thing
know how he'll be changing you?
How?
Into being divorced. That's how he'll be changing you. You'll be a changed person.
So one of the things Mean Mother said on the stream was, my mum always told me never to trust a man with a mustache. I think that's true. I think that's coming true.
You were a rapscallion prior to growing Jerry.
Yeah, I was a rapscallion and now I'm a damn liar.
Yeah, it would appear that way.
Don't trust
Just
me.
blatantly lying.
Yeah, so I don't actually have to wear a mask if I can keep 1.5 meters apart. And
you have been anyway. Is that correct?
No, that's not correct. So I put that information out there on Twitch because I knew that you potentially were listening. But yeah, I haven't been. I haven't. People have seen it, and they have
said something.
It. Yeah, they have reacted. It was on like day 3 or something. The shock in your face. Are we saying anything right now?
I've got nothing to say. This is the type of person I'm married to. A liar.
As I said, so Jerry, I think, is changing me. I think it's probably for the best. I'm having this self-realization that potentially you need to shave him off.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
They're talking to you, Jerry.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm talking to you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
Your days are numbered.
Days are numbered. Is that to me or Jerry?
I don't know. It depends.
Oh, I think that's great. Oh, we'll keep an eye on Instagram, see what happens with Liz trying to shave my mustache off. Poor Jerry.
No credibility. I just need to apologise to everyone. Like, they've just been following along, just thinking, oh, this is a great story. And you're just lying to everyone.
No.
I'm just lying.
Well, don't trust a person with a mustache. That's what Mean Mother said.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, I potentially won't have a mustache after.
Or a wife.
Oh, this is awkward. All right, well, let's move on to next stuff. Hopefully we'll forget about this. Just bury it deep down.
Push it down.
So we can talk about it with like couples counselling later on.
In like 5 years' time.
Yeah.
Do you remember Jerry?
Jerry was the wedge that came between us.
Ever since then, it has not been the same. Yeah.
And the psychologist would be like, Who's Jerry? Was there an intimate relationship with Jerry?
And you're like, yes, there was. I felt like he was a part of me.
It was just on my lips all the time. Anyway, let's move on. Little book of jokes. Little book of jokes. Little book of jokes.
Oh, little book. Sorry.
Book of
jokes.
It's horrible. All right. They actually came smashing in here this week. We had so many jokes. I've got most of them here because I like telling them. Have you got a couple there?
Just 2.
Okay, well, I'll do 2, you do 2, and I'll do another 2.
Great.
Okay, sounds good. So the Nakrami from Twitch, he's also on TikTok apparently.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know, right? Wouldn't have thought so. Anyway, the Nakrami, he's actually my brother. Okay, so I went to the doctors. They had some bad news. They said I was going deaf. It was really hard to hear.
Yeah. It's in the book.
It's in the book. All right, another one from Cramey. I was laying in bed the other night stargazing when I thought to myself, where the hell's my roof?
Awkward.
Yeah, all right. Is it in the book? That one in the book?
Yeah, it's in the book.
In the book. All right, nice.
I've got one from Sam.
Okay.
Just friend.
Friend.
Friend
Is that
Sam?
what goes under Sam?
Friend.
Okay, cool.
Long time friend?
Long-time-
I don't know.
Friend.
And this one is the waiter comes over. Sorry, a couple have gone for dinner. The waiter comes over to the table and says, "Comfortable, sir?" And he says, No. Come for food.
Oh, not for table.
Not for table.
Come for food. Okay, that's really good.
Yeah.
It's in the book.
Yeah. I've got another one, which is one of our favourites, but we had OG Schwan from Twitch come on the stream the other day and remind us of it.
Small chicken nuggets.
And it is an old lady in the bank asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over. Classic.
Every time.
It's in the book.
It's in the book. All right, so we also have one from $1. Now, I laughed my face off with this one. Who can drink 5 litres of fuel and not die? Jerry can.
Jerry
can.
can.
Oh, this
Too
is
soon.
You're back to Jerry again. All right, let's move on quick.
It's funny because you said you were laughing your face off and Jerry's still there.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Let's move on fast from this one. Okay, so the next one is... so is that in the book? That's in the book. It's in the book. JT sends several jokes in, but they're very good. He's an award-winning dad joke teller, I believe. He has an award. It's very big.
Did we make him the award?
It's like a statue size.
Maybe we should make him the award.
Yeah. What is a foot long and slippery?
A slipper?
A slipper.
Yeah!
It's in the book.
It's in the book.
Yes.
I also got asked a question this week. I asked for some jokes.
Okay.
And the question that was put to me was, are you going to have copyright issues doing a book of jokes?
Yes. But we're doing it anyway.
That Jerry, he's impacted you.
He has, hasn't he? We actually had a few other jokes in there. Perry had an eye-themed joke, but I just couldn't bring myself to add it to the book. It was way too cornier. Cornier. That was part of his joke as well, so I just sort of mixed it out.
Yeah.
So that's
not in the book.
It's not in the book. Perry, I have to do a better one. $1 also had this really horrible joke, and I can't even describe what it was, but it's not going in the book. And he put it in our Twitch chat. Oh, not going in the book.
I'm glad that people know we are actually like sorting through and chucking out the ones that are crap. They need to know that.
Yeah.
We're not just putting all of them in. You might think that based on the quality of the jokes. But they're not. We are absolutely just hand-picking all the best ones. The cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop. Okay, I did say we'd talk about... Well, that was Book of Jokes. Thank you very much for everyone that has put in their Book of Jokes, their submission. If you haven't put in a submission yet, make sure you do. And your name and where you're from, as in...
Long-time friend.
Long-time friend.
I'll ask Sam tonight what she wants to be.
Yeah, okay, sure. But yeah, submit it.
Then you can be in the book.
Yeah, we've only got a couple more episodes, I think, for that.
Then we've really got to like get it together
and get it together
and actually get it made
for the end of the year.
Yeah.
The other thing, yeah, cool. So that's that.
Yeah.
The other thing I said I'd talk about was because I said last week we'd do Introverts Interact.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So I figured we're both introverts anyway, so they hear us talk all the time.
Yeah.
So they don't really need to hear a whole segment of it. But the other thing was it was very awkward how it sort of came together, and we didn't want to punish you anymore with doing it.
Yeah, there would have just been like a lot of awkward silences, glances down on the ground, shuffling feet, awkward movements.
It wouldn't have come over very well on podcast, so we decided against doing it. I actually thought of a different way of doing it, which was asking our AI friend, GTP3, to see if they could come up with something, and it was literally all the same sort of stuff that we were thinking that it was going to be.
Great.
Shuffling, looking at the ground.
Looking away, no eye contact.
Yeah.
Mumbles.
Yep, that kind of stuff. So it would have been very awkward, and I'm glad we're not doing it. So,
can we just talk through the one scenario that triggered it all and what we thought was funny?
Sounds good.
So what triggered this was two potential introverts having a car accident.
Yeah.
And there's
always driving past it slowly.
Yeah. And so there's always that one thing where one person kind of takes charge and is like, hey, like, give me your insurance details and all of that.
Yeah.
And we just thought, wouldn't it be funny if neither person took charge?
Yeah.
They would just stood there awkwardly until the end of time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's what it sort of looked like. They were
They were taking their time, just looking. What are you going to do about this?
Both of them had their arms folded, looking at the ground, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit awkward.
Yeah, but hard to recreate.
Yeah, on podcast. So we won't.
No.
And that's that.
Okay, moving on. Fun facts with PennyPow and Liz. So you actually, this was your request. You wanted, my Jerry Seinfeld now.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the vibe I was getting there.
This was your request. You wanted to know about Cut the Mustard.
Yeah, you said it for some reason, and I was like, oh, tell me about this. I need to find about that.
Okay. Where would you think it would come from? Something to do with like hot dogs or?
No. So what? So making the mustard with like scissors from mustard seeds. So back
and
in
you
the day,
can't
they'd
cut the mustard seeds.
Yeah, because it's really hard to cut the mustard seeds to make the mustard.
Right. So it's more of a description of how good the scissors are.
Yeah. Yeah. Because once you get good enough scissors to cut the seed, you get really
they cut the mustard. They're really good
really
scissors.
Good scissors.
Do you know what? That's actually the equivalent of the best explanation I've come up with.
Oh, really?
So the answer is they don't really know.
What?
Yeah. So here's what I found out. I did some research.
Okay.
So first of all, it has nothing to do with hot dogs. Disappointing. Secondly, there's a lot of stuff around the internet that says it was first used in this book called The Heart of the West by O. Henry. However, there's actually it was in Texas newspapers before this in 1891-92, and O. Henry had spent some time in Texas, so that's where they think he actually got it from.
So he was just a bit insane and started saying it?
Well, he just took it on. He'd been living there for a while and he used it in his book.
Okay.
But as to why it was even in use, we don't know. So some thoughts are, one, cutting the mustard plants down. So
was that really fun or something?
No, it was just a process, and so in order for you to do it, like it was an achievement.
Oh.
Yeah, so similar to kind of cutting the mustard seeds. But anyway, then after that, another idea was that it comes from the past. If you passed muster, which is when a soldier gets approval after they've all assembled together, so they muster.
Yep.
Pass muster. So they thought it was something to do with that, because if you pass muster, then it's good. And then it was maybe like, used incorrectly. So that's another idea.
Cut the mustard.
Yeah.
So if they get through the past muster, They're
Yeah.
cutting the mustard.
Well, they thought that maybe it was interpreted the wrong way. The words were switched up.
A stretch.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
why I said yours isn't too bad of a theory.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so the final thing that kind of puts it together is mustard adds spice or zest. And in the early 1600s, there was common phrases: hot as mustard, strong as mustard, keen as mustard.
Yeah.
And they were used for powerful, passionate, enthusiastic.
So keen as mustard is from America. Is it?
This doesn't say the location. It says in the early 1600s. It doesn't say in America. The original thing was in
of
Texas.
course.
That was something different.
That makes okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, different conversation.
We've moved on. So people even used mustard. They would refer to people. So he's mustard, being he's great. So he's really good. After this being like strong, powerful, enthusiastic. So if something didn't quite line up to being great, it didn't make the cut. It wasn't a cut above, or it didn't cut the mustard.
Yeah, right. So mustard is good.
Mustard's good.
So if I start saying, like, if someone wins a game of Fortnite,
Yeah.
for example, on the stream, and I'm like, mustard sauce or something like that,
Yeah.
that'd be like
Yeah.
golden.
Yeah.
Because mustard is golden. Golden. Mustard.
Yes.
You cut the mustard.
So that's really it. There's not like a specific kind of here's how it eventuated, but mustard is good, and if you cut the mustard, you're pretty good.
Mustard is good on hot dogs.
It is. So I guess it is related to hot dogs.
Perfect. I was so happy with that. Little bit.
Yours is still a better explanation than any of them.
Yeah, I know. Cutting mustard seeds with scissors. You'd think they'd come up with some sort of tool to do it, or, you know, mash it down with like a mortar and pestle. But no, they're up there cutting it with little scissors. Weirdies. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Fun facts at PennyPow.
My birthday month, and it's my birthday week.
It is your
This
birthday
my
week.
birthday week.
People might notice there's a lot more light, and that's
Yeah.
because we're doing this in the middle of the day
Yeah.
on the weekend.
It is on the weekend.
Yeah, we were really slack this week, and then we ate some bad sausages, and
Oh, yeah. That wasn't fun.
we were trying to be adults
That's why
and
the
eat all the...
podcast is being recorded now, is because of those damn sausages.
It is.
We ate bad sausages, guys, and it wasn't good.
We wanted to go out and get actual like good food, and we were like, no, be adults, eat the food that's in your fridge.
And
it
we
was a
did.
bad idea.
It was bad. My belly, whoa.
It was
Not
not
good.
good.
Both of us.
Anyway, but now we're on birthday week.
Birthday
so
week.
that's cool.
Yeah, I got, this is first day of birthday week. I got some sneaky
Some
snacks
treats?
here from Liz, so thank you very much. Here's some caramel popcorn up here. You'll be able to see it on the YouTube, but not on the podcast. But
Just imagine it. If you're listening to it and you
Okay,
can't see.
Let me describe. Okay. So I'm sitting on the ground in the lounge room, and above me is a stool covered with a comfortable looking throw.
Grey
I'm
mink
pointing
blanket.
my finger, my index finger up to this package that
a
is sitting
clear
on.
plastic Ziploc bag
Ziploc
with a
bag, yes.
blue label.
Yeah, and it says popcorn on there, and it's got caramel popcorn, salted caramel popcorn, and that's my treat for today for my birthday week. And there's also fudge here.
Lemon meringue fudge.
I am currently pointing at that as well, and it's like a yellow with a white sort of top onto it.
And 3 different flavors of cheesecake.
Yeah, so good.
That's not sitting out because that's not good for cheesecake.
No.
And after the sausages incident, we're taking no risks.
Yeah, no risks at all. But birthday week, what's happening? Tell me more.
Oh, okay. So I was doing some research online. What
Okay.
I was supposed to do this week was put stuff on Instagram and get ideas on
Yeah,
what I could do
okay.
here. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So I had to do some research about what am I going to do. So I Googled what to do for your husband for his birthday.
Okay.
Here's what it says to do. So just so you know, it says surprise gifts throughout the day by ghosting. So it says I should ghost you on your birthday. So I'm not going to see you.
Oh, okay.
And we're
What,
supposed to be
just-
traveling together. So I'm going to have to get like blinkers for you or something so you can't see me. I'm not sure.
And I'll be driving, so that sounds dangerous. Maybe don't do that.
It does sound dangerous.
But maybe we won't do that.
Well, it says that's what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
The second is it says a long road trip. So instead of flying, I've cancelled our flights. We're now driving to Gladstone for 6 hours Friday night.
Okay.
So that'll be good for your birthday. The next one it says is to pretend to forget your birthday. So birthday's cancelled. Moving on.
Where did you get these from?
It says to give his car a makeover. So I thought I might get you those eyelashes for the lights on the front of your car.
None of this is going well at all.
And then the last thing it says is to get a ticket to your favourite sporting event.
Good.
I got really stuck on that one. But I figure you like all sports equally, so I might take you to something like gymnastics,
Or
ballet,
donkey basketball.
or donkey basketball. So
Perfect.
we're going to forget about it, go on a road trip, and I'm going to ghost you.
Maybe next week you can tell me all about donkey basketball.
Maybe next week I will.
Nice. As well as Liz coming up with ideas, I think that the community needs to come up with presents for me as well. So last week we called Bunnings, and they're going to get me a pot plant and a
As long as
ball
you go in on your birthday.
on my birthday
Yeah.
with a birthday hat.
Yeah.
So, and I got to speak to Esther, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Esther.
Esther's going to hook
Esther
you
was
up.
great.
She was super keen.
Yeah, keen as mustard. Anyway, this week I thought, you know what? Who's a great place to get presents from? Mr. Toys, the Toy World people, the people that give toys. I think we should call them and just see what they'll do for my birthday. What
Do you think
reckon?
they actually already have a birthday program?
Yeah, probably. Let's see what they do.
Do you think they have an age limit on it?
I hope not.
Are you going to like put a little kid's voice on?
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse me? Okay,
call through.
Mr.
Let's
Toys.
do this. Go.
Miss Joyce Lawson Tegan speaking.
Hi Tegan, my name's Perry. It's my birthday month this month. I got a message from the Bowls Club here, and they're giving me a free food. I was just wondering, does Toy World do anything like that?
No, we don't. I'm so sorry.
Nothing like that. What about like a bouncy ball or something like that? Just something small.
No, sorry, because we are owned as 24 stores and we'd have to do it across all the stores, and our owners aren't prepared to do any sort of reward system. I'm sorry.
Oh, what if I wear like a birthday hat into the store? Would that help the situation?
You can do that if you like. It wouldn't help any situation, maybe other than your self-confidence. But,
That's probably true.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. What if I come in with a birthday hat and I'm blowing one of those birthday horn things that go brrrr, something like that?
I mean, everyone would look at you, but I still couldn't give you anything for free, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. What if I bring in a piece of paper? Could you make a captain's hat for me?
I'm pretty terrible at arts and crafts. I'm sorry, so probably not.
Okay, Tegan. Well, thank you very much for your help.
No worries. Have a good day.
Thanks. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't think I was getting anything out of them.
She was like, no. And you're like,
No.
but what about? She's like, no.
No, definitely not.
Like when you said, you didn't say, would you make me a captain's hat? I'm even going to bring the
You
paper.
need a piece of paper.
I'm gonna bring-
I'm pretty horrible with arts and crafts.
You're like, I'm going to walk you through it step by step.
Yeah, right. Well,
Okay.
nothing there.
No. That's a shame.
It is. I
Yeah.
really like the stuff at Mr. Toys.
You would have even accepted a bouncy ball?
Yeah, I don't know. I was starting small. I should have been like, what about a PS5?
Yeah.
Should have started bigger, right?
Exactly. Like, what about the biggest model you have? And when she's like, no, like, all right, well, I'll just come by and get my bouncy ball then.
Oh, well.
Oh, that's a shame.
It is a little bit.
Okay.
At least I get my pot plants from Bunnings.
And unless anyone else comes up with anything, we're taking a long road trip where I ignore you.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm sure
just-
some guys would like that, but no,
You're
not
just
for
like
me.
lucking out today all around.
Yeah,
Not
I
a
am.
great start to birthday week.
Oh, well. We'll try again next week.
Okay.
Okay. Winner. Bum, ba, bum, And that was the podcast. Don't know what that was. Don't ask. Don't ask to sing.
Just move forward. Just move forward.
No one saw that. Don't worry about it. It's like at the airport or something. Like, there's a notification coming over. Airport.
Boom, boom, boom.
This is your airport speaking. There'll be no bouncy balls for you this week, PennyPow. For your birthday. You'll also be ignored by your wife and be sent on a horrible long drive. And
your moustache will slowly fall out for reasons unknown.
Yeah. Well, that was a good episode. I had fun, didn't we?
Yeah,
I'm glad I could make you laugh at the end to forget all the horrible things from the start of the episode.
We'll discuss those after this.
I'm sure this will go well.
Yeah, I can't wait. Guys, I finally found about something I want to talk about on Instagram.
Yeah, that'll be good.
The end of Jerry.
Yeah, right. Well, so big thank you to all of our Patrons. Really appreciate your support. You guys are helping with all of the adapters as always and running this thing, which costs us money. It does cost us money. So if you do appreciate what we do and the art and stuff like that, and if you'd like to support, it's patreon.com/PennyPow.
This was episode 11, which means next episode is number 12.
Season finale. So please, wherever you are, if you are listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or YouTube, if you're watching us, please let us know if you've got any ideas of things I could do for PennyPow's birthday or any other comments you'd like us to know leading up to our big finale episode. Yeah, and rate us on there. Rate the season. Was it a good season? Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was a good season.
I did enjoy the season. It made me smile.
Think of all those jokes that we talked about this season.
Yeah, like the margarine on your face and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Keep those jokes coming through, by the way.
Yep.
Even over our
mandatory
break that we need to have. We need to have this mandatory break. It's set down by the government. If we don't do it, we get fined. So
we can't have that.
Can't be fined. We're trying to save for a house.
So we will just take a small mandatory break.
And after my birthday, it'll be glorious. So next week will be our season finale. So many things are happening next week. Some surprises. I have got some celebrities, some special guests that are going to be saying a happy birthday to me next week. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I know, right?
Who are they?
Yeah, you'll just have to wait and see.
Oh.
They're going to be really good.
Oh, that's actually really exciting.
Yes.
Do I get to talk to them or have they just sent in messages?
No, they're messages.
That's a shame.
Maybe we can get one of them on the phone. We'll see how we go.
All right. I'd really love to talk to someone famous.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, we'll try and sort that out.
Okay.
You know, I got my connections, so we'll try that.
Okay.
That'll be great. Okay. So, and next week we're also doing donkey basketball. I'd like to hear about that. You tell me about that.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got some big information about that?
I do.
You may see Jerry gone. So rip Jerry. We're also going to be talking about why do people shorten their names? For example, Richard. Why do people call him Dick? Like, is he a bad person? Why do they do that? Where did that come from? Yeah, so that's a real thing that we will look into.
It's a real issue, just an issue at the moment that we need to uncover.
It is.
Find out.
It is. It really is.
We talk about the real stuff here on the podcast.
Deep. Real deep. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for all your support. We will see you in the next episode of the Pennylys Podcast, episode 12, season finale. If you have any comments, leave them in the comments. It does help our thing. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. It helps with
us
YouTube
being popular,
showing it to other people, and that really helps what we want
make us happy. Put smiles on our faces.
Smiles.
And then we cheer. And do high fives.
High fives. With rainbows behind us.
Every comment we get, we do like a big high five.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram if you're not already, the PennyLysPodcast. It's on Instagram, and you can see it on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, you'll be able to see it when you type in those words.
Yeah.
So the Pennylys.
If you're already on Instagram, though.
Podcast.
Step 1, Instagram. Step 2, Pennylys Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, success.
Success.
Yeah.
You can find LyssaLuvCraft on, which is that person there. That's Liz. You can find her.
I'm LyssaLuvCraft.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Yep.
PennyPow.
You're also on Instagram.
Yeah.
Your T-shirt is also on Instagram.
Yeah, so this is a T-shirt from the Pow Tea Company. So if you like getting ready to purchase something for Christmas, there's some Christmas ideas.
Perfect Christmas gifts.
Yeah, so get onto the powtea.co. Powtea.co. POWTEE.
.co.
So it's all art that I've done myself. And if you'd like to talk about me being so great in the comments, my head will grow and you'll see me with a big head next week on the podcast.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, so that'll be great. Well, we've talked about lots of things.
And next week we'll talk about more things.
Yeah, we do seem to talk about lots of things on this podcast.
And on the meantime, we'll be on Instagram talking about other things.
Yeah, so many things. Thank you very much for joining me, Liz.
Oh, it was a wonderful time. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, I'm glad that you invited me as well to the same thing.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And guys, thank you for listening.
Yes.
And girls.
Right now. Thank you for
and
listening
children,
right now.
And dogs.
You are listening in this second.
Birds.
And
And
birds.
whoever else or whatever else is listening.
And send this episode to your best friend.
And then when they get to this
they
part,
can be like,
they'll know why you sent
it to them.
Because they're your best friend.
Yeah.
This is the longest ending segment we've ever done.
I think it is. I think we've gone on real tangent here.
I think people have and they're almost. No, they're still going.
No, what are they talking? What? Have they finished yet?
So do we end it like this? Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.